Hello fellow rogues and alchemists, this is Fate Alchemist here, coming at you from our botanical basement. In the previous episode we're perfecting the extraction of mana from TNT, and in this episode we have a few things to do. Between the crafting and the dyeing of the previous episodes, we are short on supply. So this time we're going to open up the portal yonder and automate ores. Let's get to building. Thank you so much for coming, sit back, and enjoy my survival stories. Just got back from a mining expedition and we found these nice diamonds to help us create the devices we need. But unfortunately, the world had crashed and it threw off the timing mechanism for our mana generation system here. The flower, it didn't pull out all the mana it needed to. TNT dropped down and it blew this stuff all up to Kingdom Come. Fortunately, it broke this link right there, and it fail-safed, hitting this timer, so at least it didn't continue just to drill down and drop TNT down to bedrock. And this is the risk we take. We're playing with dangerous magic and TNT, so thank goodness for this fail-safe. Well, while this is sad, we do have enough mana in our pools to continue on with our Alfheim portal. I'm sad about losing those flowers, though. They're expensive. But we can still do this. We'll be able to place it here, and we have enough mana to keep it open for a good long time. So I'm just going to, we're going to ignore that. I'm going to put my back to it. Not even going to look at it. Yep, I can't right now, guys. I can't even look at it. But what we're going to do instead is get ourselves another pickaxe. Thank you. And now 6. Okay, we just need 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fortune 3. Okay. The moment we've all been waiting for. We have 7 here. Let's see how much we end up with. Oh. Oh, wow. We already got 5. Yes. Yes. Oh, that's amazing. Found 7. Got more than twice that much. I'm very happy with that. We got our repair work done. Made another one of these, which used some of the diamonds that we got. We still have quite a few, which is good. Also, I mean, thank goodness this thing worked. I think we're going to have to shut this thing off when we leave. So that way it doesn't glitch, it doesn't lag out when we load in. And so to that end, I wasn't going to make this yet, but I think we should. Because it'll be helpful in turning things off, and also getting mana in this thing's kind of hard. I don't want to divert this over here, because in that process there's a delay, and it could throw the timing off. Alright, we gotta do this quickly because I feel like that thing is quick. Those are quickly filling. So let's make this thing. So this will draw mana out of our cellars and allow us to shoot it. So that means we can fill. So that's almost empty, right? So we can fill that full of mana. One more. There, that's full. So now, whenever, so what we have here is our Mancian monocle, this thing on my face, allows me to see redstone strength. A little bit of alchemical tool I've developed. So right here we got 13 strength going into the side of this comparator, which means as this reads the fullness of this mana pool, once this is 14 or higher, it'll send out a signal, 14 or higher strength, to here, hitting this, causing it to shoot, hitting the hourglass, and thus freezing it, stopping the entire system. That way we don't risk this getting full, this not being able to empty, and then big craters and sad time for Fate Alchemist can be avoided. We'll also shut this thing off as we leave. So I'm a little bit sad that we had to use some diamonds here, but this thing is going to be pretty randomly useful here for different things like like we just saw here. We can also put lenses on this to give different flavors and abilities to our bolts of raw magic and mana, which I'm sure I can come up with some clever uses for. So it's not all bad. It's just a little bit earlier than what I wanted to make it, but that's okay. It's got a little bit of maintenance that we're doing here real quick. I want to improve upon our design of the TNT mana situation so that way we don't have any more, I won't call it a mistake, any more stenanks downstairs. I mean, we're not only dealing with magic, we're dealing with explosions. We can't just have raw TNT falling from the sky and not expect anything bad to happen. So we're going to contain that a little bit better. So I have a plan for that. I'm going to use our friend, this meteor rock here. But first, I want to get some of our resources going that we got during our mining trip. And, ooh, I didn't realize you get 5 of these. Nice. So this dark steel ball, it increases the output of our sag mill. While we wait on that, what we're going to do with this, oh, you can make bricks out of it. That's cool. We're going to saw this into little sheets. So this little sheet of explosion-proof material, which we can place on top of our flowers over here. TNT will land on it. When it explodes, it'll be close enough that the flower can still absorb the energy from the explosion. But if it has mana in it still and explodes, that sheet will protect the flower and everything beneath it from getting destroyed. So that's the plan there, to kind of make it system strong enough so we're not relying on luck, essentially. There we go. To keep everything up and running. Ooh. Does it take an entire ball every single time we generate one of these? No. So this should yield us better out. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely giving us more stuff, so that's excellent. Because we're going to need gold. There we go. In the center. And we'll start making... Has to be the same type, doesn't it? There we go. These nice little guys make for convenient wireless transfer of mana. Which is something we'll want when creating our Tera Steel. Now, Tera Steel is a powerful metal. We can't put it there just yet. Tera Steel is comprised of all the most powerful materials that you can make in Botania. you combine mana steel, a mana pearl, and a mild diamond on a plate made out of all the elemental runes and a lot of lapis and more mana steel, and you'll get this Tera Steel Agglomeration plate. And this will allow this plate to absorb mana from both of these. Well, my rogues and alchemists, it's as ugly as sin, but it's a lot safer. We'll make this prettier as we go, I promise, once we get this functional. Because, yeah, I'm not going to live in a cave of stone. We're going to get some luxury up in here. I mean, that's not the point of going into all this dangerous magic, power and privilege. So, first steps. We have some materials. Now, iron, mana, and diamonds are all well and good, but we can make them better. So we're just going to improve these with mana real quick, because mana makes everything better. And now here's where the real magic comes in. Oh, this will need to come off. Alright, do it. Come on, baby. Yes. Yes. There it is. Raw power in ingot form. So, one of these. There's our core. Great. Matter of fact, let's get our hologram template put up there. And it still fits just nicely right in there. This is the brains of the portal. Put you right there. Okay. Might as well set down the other bits and bobs that we need here. Thank you. It's like I'm brand new. We can put that back on. Thank you. And then for those shiny pieces, easily enough done. Very nice. And we need 2 Eye of Ender. Gold, mana, steel, and diamonds. Alright, very nice. We're just going to cut that in 2. Cut that in 2. Put you in the middle. Pylon. Beautiful. 2 of you. And nature of pylons. Getting so close. Yes. Structure complete. And now, turn her on and open up a whole new world of magic. Behold, Alfheim portal. Now, give me your knowledge. Ah, Grey Merc. Thank you for the creepers. Now that we have this,
Oh my gosh. Time to turn around. Oh. Phew. I'm dealing with some powerful magic here. Oh, I have complete confidence in my system. I mean, there's nothing to worry about. We're fine. I was rude. I was having a pretty good power trip there. Ha ha ha. So guys, that explosion was a perfect example of why we put in this containment field. Because take a look at what happened. I'm going to let this do it again. I'm going to turn this off so you can see this. So, with those pylons now being there, these mana spiders can no longer reach the flowers. And so now the TNT can no longer be absorbed, and instead, they explode. So, a little concerned about that secondary explosion I just heard. So we're going to shut this off for a second and relocate these spreaders to some place where they can still get mana to our pools here. So guys, that explosion was a perfect example of why we put in this containment field. Because take a look at what happened. I'm going to let this do it again. I'm going to turn this off so you can see this. So, with those pylons now being there, these mana spiders can no longer reach the flowers. And so now the TNT can no longer be absorbed, and instead, they explode. So, a little concerned about that secondary explosion I just heard. So we're going to shut this off for a second and relocate these spreaders to some place where they can still get mana to our pools here. I've repaired our mana system. The mana spreaders have been placed underneath the mana pools here, so they'll continue to shoot into them. And we don't have to worry about terrifying explosions happening every minute. So that's good. Now, there is something that I want to do for a long time. The next step up from the alchemical catalyst is going to be the Conjuration Catalyst. And I want to make that. Now that we have this portal, now that we can trade with those from the other side, well, now it's possible. So, we're going to need to get 6 of these. I'm going to toss them in here. Try to keep these pools as even as we can. Perfect. And these 6 we'll throw in there. Thank you very much. This is our first elementium ingot, by the way. Rare metal from the other side. Oh, I love playing with interdimensional materials. Next, we need to get some Pixie Dust. The elves will trade us that for a mana pearl. Oh. If we can get it in there. There we go. And now we can upgrade our alchemy catalyst. So excited for this here. Gonna reinforce that with some living rock. Go. Conjuration Catalyst. Yeah. Okay, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. So here's what this does. We put a mana table on top of it, much like I did with the catalyst. And we're going to go ahead and just fill that up. And that should be plenty. Now, if we have something like, say, nether quartz and we want more of it, I'll just throw that in. More nether quartz. Tell me, is this not the most incredible thing that you've ever seen? There we go, stack of nether quartz right there. Ah, you can do that with coal. 2, any coal? Yep, I got coal. I need more coal. Should we get some more coal? I want more coal. More coal. That easy. More coal. Of course, we're going to use it mana that way, but that won't be a problem. Welcome back. Kaboom. It's noisy in here with all this stuff going on, isn't it? This amalgamation of machine and magic. I'm going to make another machine, another amalgamation, using another flower. To do that, we need to do a little bit of a crafting session here, because we need to make some runes. Some runes of the 7 deadly sins. 2 of them. Pride and envy, I believe. And I have everything I need. We've been crafting quite a bit of runes here, and now we're down to the last 2. So we're going to make that one with you guys here. So we're going to need ourselves some mana diamonds. I want to keep these pools as even as we can. There we go. I'm going to pop 2 of them on here. And before we're done, we're going to need some more stone. So I'm going to go ahead and just collect a little bit of this here. That'll be enough for now. Excuse me. Alright, so we need spring and water. And we'll just let that craft itself up there. So let's get our stone on there. Bam! For the next one, for pride, we need summer and fire. And then our last 2 mana diamonds. There we go. We'll just set that up on top there because we'll need it. Fantastic. Let's do a little botany, shall we? Okay. So just proper mixing of petals here. There we go. Greed. In pride, we won't be able to control it, so we'll use a redstone root. And there's our final ingredient, the seed. There it is. And now the seeds for our mighty flower, the orchid. Now this, I see what you did there. What this will do is it will absorb. Well, here we'll just put it there for a second, just for a bare second. What this will do is it'll take stones and make lots of noise. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that right now. Okay. Well, you didn't see it, but what it did was somewhere in here it made an ore. So I'm going to need to do is actually remove any stone within range of this because I want to automate this. I'm going to make a smooth stone generator, have this be the only flower nearby, and it's going to create ores for us. So mining is going to become a thing of the past. This flower can do it for us as long as we have the mana to store it. Fellow rogues and alchemists, the time has come as we listen to the creepers die below our feet and watch the majesty of our elven portal and watch the machine of dynamite hum away. We have gotten to the point where now I, Fate Alchemist, will be able to automate ores, get production started, and this is the beginning step, the beginning of the construction of the Fade Tower. So where we're going to start is I have a few diluted mana pools. These don't hold as much as the typical mana pools, but that is fine. We actually don't want it to. We want just to hold enough to do what it needs to do. We're going to put a spark on there so that way it can remotely get mana. And this is going to take care of our leftovers from the processing of the ores. We'll just leave that alone for the minute. Okay, now we're just going to kind of enclose this a little bit here. There we go. And plop this down right here. This all has a purpose. I will get to it in a moment. There we go. Okay. Let's break this out. We have a pulse metaspreader we're going to put there. And we're going to bind that. There we go. Bind that here. Perfect. And we're just going to make a little wall around all this here. I'll explain to you our plan here in just a moment. We're essentially making a smooth stone generator because our flower, it makes ores out of smooth stone. So we're going to see if we can get a little clever and harvest it. Now this design is one made by, I won't really call him an alchemist. He's more of he's a botanist specialist. A flower mechanist, you could say. He goes by the name of Jancy. And I will leave a link in our description of this video so you can check out his stuff because he has many useful machines much like this one. Alright. So we're going to just plop an hourglass on either side of this. This will eventually serve as the pulsing mechanism for this to shoot lava. We're going to put water right here by this pool. We'll place it right there. We'll actually need this. And we'll close her back up. Now, and we're going to want to enclose all of this as well. Because like many of our machines, this has the potential of being dangerous. Now, ignore that. For some reason, this area likes to glitch out graphically. Got our spark. That's sitting right there. There's another dominant spark, and it's going to ensure that this, see if I can get it to stop glitching. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, trust me, this is, it's filling with water, with mana. That's perfect. We'll just let that stay full. As this connects to that, and it connects to those. What's beautiful about this, because this is dominant, it's going to be pulling mana out of this as well. So we're just going to set that right there. And it linked to that one. Let's see if we can't get that. I want it to link to this pool. So there we go. And kaboom! Oh geez. Alright. Well, we're making ores. Oh, that's so loud. Ah! Okay. Magic be dangerous. That's alright, everyone. Everything is completely under control. Do not panic. So we're just gonna... The heck? We're getting ores from different planets. This is crazy. Alright, we're just going to let this terraform here, and I'll be right back with the next piece of the puzzle on how we're actually going to harvest these things. This is hilarious. Okay, be back in a second. Now for the final piece. While I've been collecting those materials, check this out. Look what it gave us in there. Diamond. That's awesome. So this thing will respond to redstone, so I've gone ahead and did this just to turn it off for a minute, because it was using up our mana something fierce. I mean, these things are almost full. Now I get the final piece, the part of the puzzle that makes this whole thing work. Now there are ways of breaking blocks. Instead, though, we're going to do something a little bit more clever. So we need a mana lens. And the way we're going to do that is we're just going to take our mana steel, frame it around a pane of glass. We have a lens. And we need a water sigil. Oh, we have one. Woohoo! Okay, excellent. We need a lot of prismarine. How are we ever going to get prismarine, you ask? Well, you can do that with quartz. But we need more quartz. So let's get ourselves some more quartz. There we go. And we're going to save a few. I think we need 7. Because it's going to be this one that we're making. Yes. So that, this, and the water gives us our weight lens. Now, I can demonstrate that by putting it on our little mana blaster here. And now when you shoot a block, it's going to make it act like sand. It just falls. Isn't that cool? Now, I'm going to repair the roof real quick. There we go. Now what we can do to be a little clever here, let me get another block in my bar here. So we'll get some stone, we'll put it right here, and we'll do this. Now, if the block can't actually fall, it breaks, just like sand would. And that's the mechanic we're going to use over here. So we can slap that onto this. Now what we're going to do eventually here is I'm going to put another one of these hourglasses here and put it behind this, and it's going to flip every few seconds, causing this to fall, cause it to break onto this, and then we can collect it with another flower called the hopper hawk. I haven't made one just yet, but I can show you it. There you go. So the hopper hawk is this flower that looks kind of like a black hole. Very cool. And it will take any items that are laying about on the ground, and it will put them into a nearby chest. From there we can filter them, we can separate them, send them up into a smeltery, or whatever we want to do. Alright everybody, we're back. This is our ore processing unit complete. This has all been hollowed out because this flower made ores out of this entire area, and it was using a lot of our mana. In fact, it pretty much has wiped us clean. Our little machine here is producing mana at a faster rate now, but I'm pretty sure that it's doing it faster at which we can create the TNT, so that's a problem we're going to have to address. At any rate, this is ready to be turned on. Its first true test. So we're going to take off my band of monetization so this doesn't interfere. And we're going to turn this on. Have it set so every 5 seconds that should drop. Oh, look at that. It's just gonna make ores for us. That's awesome. Oh, that is beautiful. There you go. And this is why you become a wizard. Or an alchemist. So when I cleared out this area, we've already gotten a ton
of ores. The very first ore that appeared inside that machine was a diamond. And look at this. We're even getting ores from different planets. I could watch that all day. Alright everyone. Well, we're probably going to call the episode here. Well, let's let this pound away. Thank you so much for watching. Whoa! Oh no! Well, I have one less subscriber now. He knew the risks when he's joined. He knew the risks. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to check out Sassy Rogue on the other side of the channel. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.